The Mount Prospect Human Services Department, as we know it today, has constantly evolved with the ever-changing needs of our village residents since its inception a half a century ago. We want to be sure that residents who could benefit from our services are aware of what the Human Services Department has to offer. We hope to show you all that Human Services can do for you or someone you know, someone in need of assistance. Human Services is one department, offering many services from 2 locations for one community. The Human Services Department is comprised of a team of staff members working from 2 main locations, Village Hall and the Community Connection Center. There's also an office at the Police Department headquarters. Our team includes office support, social services, and public health nursing staff. The breadth of service provided is such an advantage when working with our community. Residents may come in seeking assistance with a particular issue, and through an assessment, we identify other issues that we can address across our programs. I like to say that we do not just provide a Band-Aid. We leverage our department resources and expertise, connecting residents to additional services offered by outside agencies for lasting benefits. We'll start by looking at our satellite location, which serves the south end of our village, the Community Connection Center.
The Community Connection Center opened in 2010, and the goal was for it to be a resource center for residents that live in South Mount Prospect. The Community Connection Center houses both the satellite location of our Human Services Department and the South Branch Mount Prospect Public Library. We also have staff that are all bilingual. We provide services in English and in Spanish. Residents can access all of the same services from the Community Connection Center that they would from the Village Hall location. And that can be anything from social services, such as applying for state eligibility programs, such as Medicaid and SNAP, public health nursing services, where they can meet with the public health nurse on a one-on-one basis. We also have a partnership with the Mount Prospect Police Department, where the community services officer, who is a civilian, can help residents with non-criminal related matters such as a lost wallet or installing a child safety seat. The crime-free housing coordinator also has hours at the center and helps support landlords and tenants in mediating landlord-tenant disputes and reducing crime. The center offers a number of social services group programming options, and some of them include a Conversations in English group. We also offer youth groups such as a girls empowerment group. We also offer parenting classes where parents can learn a variety of skills in order to use with their children. I think the most important point, and something that I am most proud of, is that over the years the Community Connection Center has become a trusted space in the community, that residents know when they walk in the door that they're going to be treated with respect, with compassion, that it is a safe space, that there's confidentiality, and that any staff member that they come in contact with will go above and beyond in order to either help them seek assistance or resolve the issue that they're coming in for, or pointing them in the right direction to meet that need.
As the administrative assistant at Village Hall, I am the first contact when they come into the office. A lot of them are very grateful that there is a live person to deal with, especially when they call on the phone and they are greeted by a person and not a robot. And a lot of times it's not a very black and white situation, so there's not a number you can push to get somebody to help that. So I try to determine exactly what they need, who to talk to, and point them in that direction or make an appointment for them so they can sit down with a social worker or the nurse.
Being a bilingual administrative assistant at the Community Connection Center puts a lot of people at ease when they come into the center. The relationships that we build with people are just vastly important. It makes our interactions with them more significant. They know that if they come to the village for something, we're going to be able to help. I can feel the tension when they walk in, and it's my job to put them at ease, to be able to hear what the problem is.
There's a lot of people that walk in have no clue even where to begin, so they come to us.
I've honestly just kind of always liked helping people. I feel like it's a calling for me almost.
It's a great feeling. Everybody at some point in their life needs help. And that's what I'm here for. I try to help people. That is my passion.
It's life-changing, honestly. Even like a small amount of things that we can help can help someone in a huge way.
Well, being a public health nurse in Mount Prospect, I deal almost exclusively with seniors and disabled persons in our community. They grew up here, they raised their kids here, they had a job here, and then as they got older, things shifted, changed, they got weaker, their journey changed, and the things that they thought were going to be there to help support them necessarily weren't. Whatever their circumstance was that put them in the place that they're in when I show up on their doorstep is they now need somebody to help them, and that's what my job is. So as the seniors I care for continue on this journey, I offer a lot of services here at the Village to help them. The first one is I do a lot of community education, programs I often hold at the library, different topics, whatever the community is looking for. I also have testing and screening clinics here at Village Hall. Those clinics do simple things like stop in for a blood pressure or a blood sugar. And lastly, we have the lending closet in our department on the second floor at Village Hall, where a resident can come in and borrow a walker, borrow a crutch. A lot of post-surgical patients come in to use our services there. So the residents of Mount Prospect are kind of like my extended family. I was born and raised here, and when I come to their homes, I'm there to take care of them. It is our purpose to be that in our department. We're here to help people make it through whatever there is that they're going through. We're to be their hands, their connection to other services. And I take care of them like they were my own.
I'm the Village of Mount Prospect Senior Services social worker, and I work with adults in our community that are over the age of 60 and their loved one. I think my main role in the community is to help the seniors have the appropriate resources and support so that they can age in Mount Prospect safely and happily. One of my main jobs is I provide benefit assistance. We help with Medicare Part D open enrollment and helping people apply for the Benefit Access Program. We provide ongoing caregiver support and make sure that they know that we are there to take care of them as well as the seniors. I work with our first responders and provide training on elder abuse, mandated reporting, and training about working with persons with dementia. A lot of times I get involved in crisis situations when there's elder abuse involved, and sometimes seniors cannot advocate for themselves. And that's where I come in to help them out of the crisis. One of the best parts of my job is that I can provide ongoing case management to make sure that people feel support and they know they're not alone as they age in our community or as they continue to take care of their family members who live in our community. The Illinois Aging Network is sometimes difficult to navigate, and I can be there to help with hand-holding. Sometimes our seniors are not safe to be living at home in our community anymore, and I can help them explore other options. I'm from Mount Prospect. My parents live in Mount Prospect. My friends' parents live in Mount Prospect. I'm here to help you, so whatever you need, I'm here.
As a police social worker, I'm based out of the police department headquarters, and I serve as a liaison between police officers and the residents. Just for folks to know that they won't fall through the cracks, that there's somebody in the police department that genuinely cares about them, that wants to make sure that whatever they might be struggling with, that they are supported and get connected with services that they might need. Some of the services that I provide would include crisis intervention. That might be something like responding in the middle of the night to officers that are dealing with either a homicide or suicide situation. Court advocacy is another big piece to what I do. That would primarily mean going with victims, crime victims to court and helping them with orders of protection, explaining the criminal justice process to them. Information and referral is a big part of what I do as well, and that's generally connecting folks with mental health resources or other community services in the area. Mental health assessments and short-term counseling, so I might assess an individual to determine whether or not they would be appropriate for short-term counseling, and if not, then refer them out to the appropriate resource. And then finally, probably case management, another big part of what we do, and that really is just kind of I'd say the nuts and bolts of helping people just with basic things, getting them food pantry referrals, making sure that they're connected with all of the support services that they might need. It's really important to me, especially now more than ever, that all residents that are looking for assistance with the police department feel safe and that they trust our officers. I am bilingual in Spanish, and I feel like that's an added bonus to get people to know that I'm willing to communicate with them in their own language and help them out with whatever their needs might be. I grew up in this town, and it means everything to me that I could come back and help people that I really feel connected to, a community that I feel connected to. So that makes me really just kind of excited to keep doing what I'm doing.
I am the caseworker over at the Community Connection Center, and my job is to provide direct services to the residents. For an example, let's say someone hasn't been working for a couple weeks, they don't know when they'll find work again, so they're coming to us to find resources to at least help stabilize their situation till they get back on their feet. When they come to me, I do an assessment of need, which entails getting an overview of the situation, what led them to get to where they are, and kind of seeing how we can get them in a better place. I can provide them information and referrals, which would be referring them to organization that helps with employment services, such as resume building and interview skills. If they need help financially, then we have the emergency assistance programs, which can get assistance with either rent, utilities, or food. If they need assistance with applying for public benefits, such as SNAP or Medicaid, I can help them with that as well. If a client is facing landlord-tenant issues, I can connect them to the crime-free housing coordinator and address the issues. And also case management, which is just ongoing support. I am bilingual and I speak Spanish, so I can provide all of my services in 2 languages. Communication is really important. You want to make sure that you're addressing the needs.
Welcome to Language Line Solutions.
Luckily for that, we have the Language Line Solutions that helps us get a translator to facilitate with that communication. We work with the schools, the township, the park district, the police department, the churches, the hospitals. Our work isn't just with the resident, but it's more as a community as a whole.
The Mount Prospect Food Pantry is located on the 2nd floor of Village Hall. The pantry is open to all residents in Mount Prospect in need. After all, there's often times we all need assistance, and so we really try and do whatever we can to make them feel comfortable. In order to qualify to use the pantry, you would meet with a social worker. They would do an assessment and determine if you were qualified to use it. We allow our clients to use the pantry once a month. We offer 2 options for our clients in the food pantry. One is that they can receive pre-packed food that our volunteers prepare, or they can client shop, which allows the client to come in and actually shop in our food pantry. We also have a healthy food option. This allows the client to meet with a village nurse who will assist them in the pantry by choosing healthy options. Will also address any health issues or any special diets that they may have. The food pantry runs solely on donations, and due to the generosity of our community, we have been able to maintain this pantry for many years. I can't tell you how many times we've had clients come in, utilize our food pantry, and are so grateful and so appreciative that we're here and we're here to help them.
Our mission is simple: to improve the health and well-being of the people and community we serve. Our hope is to spread the word about the services available to you if and when you need us. If you have any questions about what Human Services can do for you, give us a call at 847-870-5680 or visit our website at www.mountprospect.org. Human Services is one department offering many services from 2 locations for one community.